Hello, welcome to Special Data Hub. In this video, I will show you how to make a map in ArcGIS Pro. So after making your analysis, you would like to create a map out of it, and this video will help you do that. So click on Insert, go to New Layout, and select the layout size of choice. You could use either portrait or landscape. Typically, you would use your letter or depending on the size. So I want to stick with the letter in landscape mode. It create the layout here. So to style our layouts, let's add the different maps. I would like to add 3 maps here. You could add more, but you could add only one as well, depending on what you're working on. So click on map frame, also on insert your layout, map frame, and select the map frame which you want to add. You can draw a first map frame. You can add another map frame again. Draw a next map frame. And then add another map frame. I think this should be our main map frame, which we should have added first. So let's do something here. Let's rearrange our map frames to make sure it reflects what we want to show. This one will be much bigger. Of course, this is totally dependent on the data which you are working with. But if you follow through with this video, I will show you how to style these exactly so that it looks appealing to the eyes and not just looking rough, not looking roughly placed. Now we'll use measurement to style these properly so that it looks appealing to the eyes. Click on the map frame and right click, go to properties. If you've already clicked this before, you will see at the bottom, you see properties, symbology, elements, and all of that. You click on elements. Yeah, click on elements. Now let's style this properly. On the map frame pane here, the format map frame pane, you click on placement, set the width to say this is 6.7. You can set it to 6.5 inches. You can set the height to 6 inches, or let's set this height to 6.2 inches. We'll set the position here, take it down. Okay, set it to 0.2 away from the border, and then the entire frame will cover at 0.1. Then we can set this down to 1.5 inches below. For this map frame, we will set it to 0.5. We also want it 0.2 inches away from, yeah. Let's confirm the height. We set this to 1.5. So we'll set our y-axis, the height to 1.5 Sorry. This is 1.5. Good. We set the height to, remember we used, okay, we can use 3 here. Exactly. We should have set that first. Now this is perfect. We'll set this as well. Remember what we used here, 3.5 and 3 inches. So we'll set it to exactly the same thing, 3.5. The reason for doing this is because you would need to, you will not need to second guess if you are placing it properly or not. Now I will set this to 7.3. Fine. Now we know they are both properly placed. You could always adjust these, that your dimensions to fit perfectly. For example, if I'm to continue working on this, I will extend this a little. So instead of 6.5, I would say 6.8. Let it cover up. Yeah, cover up some of the white space. Now, we'll enter a map. This is our main map. If you do not want your background map to show on your map, you could always turn them off here. You could always turn them off here. If you want the background map to show, you can let it be. Let's turn this off for the purpose of this analysis. Always save your layouts. Control S. Now let's adjust our maps. Click on the map you want to adjust to make it fit exactly nicely. Go to layout and say activate. It activates the map and deactivates every other thing on your layout. Now you can zoom in and zoom out to place it properly. What I like to do is that after placing this, I would go to my scale and set it to a round figure, of course. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, let's set it at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, I think I put an extra 0. That's this. So you can see it fits properly. You can adjust this if it's looking too much to 114, or if you want just like that. Then when you're done with that, click on layout again and say close activation. Do this for all other maps on your layout. This is called the main map, and then these are the inset maps. Now let's add our scale. We'll go to insert. Okay, first before we add a scale, let's add the frame for the entire map. You're using a rectangle, so you can just draw this. We'll adjust it later after drawing. Remember your paper size is 11 by 8.5, and we want it 1 inch, 0.1 inch away. So okay, this is perfect. It's already at 10.8, so take it to 0.1 inch away on the x-axis to style it well. And then from 8.5, we'll set this to 8.3. Open your position again, and then set this to 0.1 inch away. Yep. If you notice, clicking on any other thing here clicks on the map frame, so you can lock this layer, the rectangle layer, once you have styled it to allow you edit other properties. Next, we'll add a not arrow. Click on the not arrow drop down. You can use this not arrow or any one of choice really. You can elect this too. Yeah. You can add a not arrow here. If it applies to all of the maps in your layout, zoom in and you can also choose to select a different position for your not arrow. There are no hard and fast rules to this. You can add your scale bar, click on the map which you want to use for your scale bar. You can add your scale bar here. And then if these are the same scale, after working on your settings, you can add another scale bar to, or let's use a different style. Let's see different style to show that it is for a different map. You can edit your scale bar settings here. Click on the properties and then you can adjust the division values, adjust the number of divisions. You can adjust the number of divisions here. If it's 4 or 5, you can increase the size of your scale bar. You can adjust the number of subdivisions and just play around with it. You can change the bar style as well. Yeah, play around with it and make sure you are comfortable with your final settings. Next, to add a map title, you can use the rectangle text or you can use the straight text. Just drag and draw. Let's call it Spatial Data Hub Community. Do well to subscribe to this channel, and I'm working on creating a community for mappers like you, yeah, in the future. If you love that, I'd love to see your comments in the comment section of this video. So next we'll add let's style our title. So you can edit your text here without typing directly here. You can edit the positioning of the text, the height and the width as we have seen in the previous examples. And then on your symbol, text symbol, you can change the font style. Let's use my favorites for playful maps, Comic Sans, and apply. Okay, we can change the font sizing to 30 and apply. You can change the color of your font of your text from here. You can change the outline. You can add an outline if you want. Just, of course, play around with it. Now we can add a map legend. This is a very important part of it. You click on the map which you want to add a legend. I will not be adding the legend for this one for reasons which are unnecessary to be explained. So let's add a legend. You can adjust the size in here by increasing or reducing it. You can also make something out of this. Let's zoom in to see. So at times you might have a list of your legend list, and then you want to take off some items or adjust some items, or maybe you don't want it to be shown this way. There are two ways to do it. You could come here. I'm not sure which map this is for. I think this is for map frame 1. You can right click and go to properties and call it new map, whatever it is in your case. Okay, so you can adjust that here on properties to search the map frame. Look at the map frame. Of course, you have it clicked. So when you click on the map frame, it highlights it here, so you'll be able to see which map frame you're working on, and then you can adjust it. You can also decide that instead of adjusting it that way, you can right click. Probably you want to take off some symbols. Yeah, there are situations where you don't want everything on your legends to appear. Right click and say convert to graphics. Converting it to graphics makes it that you can delete anything. Just click twice, not double click. Click twice. For example, if I want to adjust this, I'll click once, click again, and it's selected. I can adjust the size of this if I want to. I can delete it or take it off. I can click on this, click again. I can adjust the text here. New map again. Once you click outside it, enters it. Okay, you see this triple red dot here shows that the text is bigger than the rectangle. You click again. You can adjust any other setting, including the um, font styling and all of that, as we have seen earlier. I also like to add a frame for my legends, and this frame will come directly under this. So you click, okay. Again, your rectangle will be the one to be selected. So just lock this guy up so he could shut up a bit. And then you can shift your map legends, and that will be fine. Again, you can use the text box or the straight text to add your coordinate reference, coordinates reference of choice. You can get the coordinate reference which was used. That is not part of this video, but just in case you are getting stuck, just right click, go to properties, coordinate reference systems, and you'll see the exact coordinate reference which was used for the map highlighted. So you can add your coordinate reference, you can add your map source, you can add any other details which are relevant to your map. So when you are done with setting up your layout, you'll likely be on the layout page here. Click on share and select export layout. You can select the file type of choice, either a JPEG or a PDF as the case may be. And then you select the directory which you want your map to be saved, and also the file name which you want to save it in. You can set the quality to maximum or medium, the DPI, and any of the other settings can be left as default. When you're done, click on export and your map is saved. If you already have it saved, then you have to use a different name here, as in my case. So that'll be it for this video. Let me know if I missed out on anything, or if there are any points, there's anything that was difficult for you to add to your map, and I'll see you in the next video.